Please be low. Please be low. Damn! Hello! Alright, good morning guys. So this is day 2 already on the install. I kind of jumped the gun last night. Well, I kind of jumped the gun yesterday and went ahead and installed both sides on the rears. And I only recorded just a little bit on one side just because I got so amped up on it and my boy showed up and then we just wanted to knock it out just to see what it looked like. Now, heads up, I was not expecting to go this low. So, and it does look, it does look really good. I'm not even gonna lie. So it is really low. Let me see. So factory in the rear was something similar to this. Okay. So it's very similar to the gap that you see right here. So a fistful is what I had in the rear. And what I got now is this. So if you guys can see right here, this is, I mean, it's right, but it's cambered in just enough that whenever the car dips down a little bit, it is not gonna rub. It's gonna just kind of go right over the tire. But overall, that's how it sits right now. So what I'm gonna do real quick actually is, and I don't know if I recorded it yesterday or not, but I have to go back and check. Woo-wee. Come through. Show him, boy. Don't kill him now. Don't hurt him now.
Can't wait to see this episode.
Don't hurt him now. This is the aftermarket shot from NeoMax. Right there. Fully adjustable. So this top mount right there is the one that I used from the OEM that I had to transfer over. TORAJ, tap on the rubber. Tap on the rubber. That right there. That's what I had to use. Alright, so I actually got, my boy just showed up. He's gonna help me out real quick to hold the camera. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I have to do. So what you do is, if you try to just manually twist it, the whole shock is gonna turn, so you won't be able to remove it. So make sure you have a ratchet wrench, and then with your 6mm, you put it on top, okay? And you hold that, and you go the opposites of each way. So that holds the shock in place, and then you can go ahead and remove that nut. And then for the bottom of the shock, in order to remove this nut, again, it's gonna twist and turn. So right here, you need a 16mm wrench for right here, or I used a 15, it actually fit. And then you hold that into place as such, and then in that way you can remove this bottom nut. That way the shock won't twist and turn. Once you have both those bolts removed, what you gotta do in order to remove it, and I'll show you guys real quick, is you just press down on the shock, and it presses down very, very easy, and then you pull it off. But I'm gonna go ahead, I already put up this side back together. This is the back trim that you have to remove and take off in order to access the rear shock. So what you're gonna have to do is remove this screw right there, and for that you will use a T20. And then once that is removed, this little screw right here has to be removed with some sort of trim tool. So I finally got one. That literally just pops right off. Take this off. Once all that is off, it's just you just slowly peel this off. So you peel it back and it looks something like this. So once you're in here, what I did is this light, I loosened it up so it's just dangling, and actually used it as a external light right there. So this is the aftermarket one, but I'm gonna show you guys the shock real quick. Okay, so this is the rear shock right here. So in order to loosen up the bottom of the shock, what you have to do is, this is an 11/16 socket. That's what's gonna help remove that bottom nut. But before you do that, you have to hold the shock in place. If not, the whole shock is gonna keep twisting. So what you do is, this notch right here, you get a ratchet, you hold that in place, and then with the socket, you can go ahead and turn it. So that's gonna hold the shock in place so it won't turn. And this is a 5/8 ratchet. And then with the socket, you can easily remove the bottom. Once this is loose, then you go up top, and then for the top, you're going to need a 6mm socket and a 5/8 wrench. You place it down, and then with your 6mm socket, you hold it on top. Exact same thing as the bottom. What that's gonna do is it's gonna hold the shock in place, so it's not gonna turn. So if you try to do it without the 6mm socket to hold it, and you turn the nut, the whole shock is gonna move freely. To hold the shock in place, you put a 6mm on top, and then you can go ahead and remove the nut. And once that is removed, pull it out. So you go back down underneath the car. In order to remove the shock, you slowly compress the shock as such, and after you compress the shock, then at that point you can pop it from the bottom and remove it. So in order to remove the spring, you have to loosen up the rear bolt with the bushings and the control arm. Just slightly loosen it up just to give it some play, and then remove the control arm bolt, and then that's gonna drop down the control arm, remove the spring. Real simple. That's probably the easiest remove that I've done on any car was this car, which is funny because it's a BMW. This is how you removed it. You put in the new shock and the new spring. It's real simple process. So once this is done, you move up to the front. So this covers right here, these rubber covers, cover up this hole where the shock goes. Now, when you go put them back, make sure that this arrow is facing upwards, just like that.
Done it either. I was like,
Got you. Alright guys, so we're back. So we already finished the other side. Done. All the bolts are in, good to go. Coilovers in, as you can tell right there. Alright, so what we went ahead and we did is we finished one side so that we know what we're doing for the second side. So I have my buddy right there, Timbo, help me out real quick. We already got these lines taken off. We got this line, brake line off right here. We got the endings off. Bolt off. Where's that ending? So these are the factory endings. They come with the car. You can see and what's the difference in the weight too. This is full metal. This is that cheap. It's kind of hollow. It feels like an inside. And you can see it has a lot of play in the bushings compared to the new one. So you can see the difference. So all we gotta do now is basically we remove the bolt from back here. So once this bolt comes off, we remove the strut brace up here, loosen the bolts on top. Somebody from underneath with a pry bar, they have to pry it open from this slit. So if you come from underneath, you get a pry bar, which my buddy's gonna help me up, and he's gonna pry it open. He said it's a tool that we can use for that, right? Mm-hmm. We don't have that tool, so he's gonna pry it, and then I'm gonna just slowly with the hammer. What we did is just hammer it down. This is the knuckle. I'll just hammer it down and then slowly start pushing it down and then release the shock. So
2 hours later.
All right, guys. So real quick, we're having a bit of an issue. We cannot get this shock off of the knuckle for some odd reason. It's super tight in there. So if that ever happens to you guys, what you do is I've been using this hammer to hammer it down, and it was just not weighted enough. It's not heavy enough. So I went and got TORAJ hammer to make it work. And just in case, this little pick tool. So you put it in between that slit in the back of the knuckle, and as you pry it down, that's gonna help open up that knuckle up a little bit. But just with the hammer alone, it's working. So I'll keep you guys updated and see if you can get this freaking shock off. All right.
1 eternity later.
Alright, so another update. We already got the coilover put in. The only thing is now we gotta bolt it up, put up all the lines, and then hook up the end links for the sway bars, and then we are good to go. So once this is done, lower the car, and we'll call it a day. Alright guys, we're about to lower it down. Everything's already up and ready to go. Eddie, come here, Steve. You hold it.
You have to do the other side.
Oh no, Eddie. Okay, here we go. Please be low. Please be low. Damn! Go! That's so weird. It feels like it's higher. You sure the jack's removed? Alright, delete. Final result, the back is lower than the front because I couldn't put the purchase on in the back. And I removed the last leaf for the front of the car to lower because it didn't go that low. As you guys saw in the blooper, so I'm gonna let my wife drive it out real quick so you guys can see it. Here we go. Drive it around and twist it and make sure nothing clinks or clangs. Man, that looks so good. I'm so in love with this car now, dude. Here we go. The crazy thing, shout out to my wife. She didn't care that I slammed it. And usually she hates like lowering cars, but she's even enjoying driving it out right now. So and shout out to Timbo, man, for the help. Shout out to my brother TORAJ for helping me out last night with the rear. And then for my brother, man, Tim, for today, man. Without you, I wouldn't have done it, man. And for my neighbor too, thank you for letting me borrow some tools. Woo, that junk looks clean. Look at that junk right there. Here it is, guys. This is the final results. You like it? Nice? It's not too bad, right? Okay. I'm gonna let my beautiful wife take the camera and record us our job off real quick. Oh, this feels good. You raised it up? Alright guys, this is where I'm gonna end it. I'm super tired. I've been working on cars yesterday I helped out my brother in his Jeep, and today on this one. So it's just a long time. So thankfully again, shout out to you Timbo, man. If it wasn't for you, I still would have been working on this car right now. So like I said, the fronts are not super low. I completely took off, the last leaf, which is the only sleeve that it has anyways, but took off the last sleeve just to kind of give me the lowest I can go. Supposedly these are the extreme lows, but the rears are extreme lows, but not the fronts. So, but don't get me wrong, it's an awesome product, man. I took it for a test drive. It rode really good, no clunks, nothing, no rubbing, nothing. The dampening was really soft, so I actually put it on 20. It's 24-way adjustable. I like my ride a little stiffer, so put it on 20. So I'm gonna take it for a test drive once I wash it and see how it rides. But that's it, guys. I'm ended here. I know it wasn't too much information. It was just so much to do all at once, and it took forever. So, but hopefully you guys got something out of it. Hopefully you guys learned from it. And if you guys have any questions, please hit me up. I'm so in love with this thing. It's so nice now. It's like my boy says, it's the ultimate damobile. That's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys please stay safe out there, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, later, guys.